In this video, I'll show you how I replaced the Phifertex fabric on the old patio chairs. As you can see, they are way overdue for this. They're pretty dry rotted and mildewed, so follow along and subscribe if you'd like to see how I did this. This was a fun yet challenging project. I will say it's probably not very cost effective if you don't have a sewing machine and several of the materials already. But this was the cheapest way that I found to completely refurbish these. First, I start off power washing all the mildew and the dirt the best that I could. And then I measure all the fronts and the backs and remove the old material. I flip off the cap covers. Be careful because a lot of them are pretty corroded, and I did break off a few of them, but I just silicone them back on towards the end of the project. I spray the old bolts with WD-40 just to try to help loosen them up. I don't have an Allen wrench impact drill attachment, so it took me a lot longer to get these out. As you can see, some of the material is a struggle to get it to slide out. I did order the splines and thread on Amazon, so if you'd like to see the link, just check down below. The back top splines are actually smaller than all the others, so I actually reused those just so I didn't have to buy new ones. Taking off the bottoms was a breeze. Essentially, it was removing 4 bolts, but the backs, however, you can see is a real struggle. I first tried using a blade, actually probably longer than I should have kept trying, and then I remembered I had an oscillating tool, which made short work of cutting the rivets off the back parts. Popping out the old rivets was actually quite a challenge. I used screwdrivers, pliers, drills, everything, but they finally did come out with a little bit of effort. I already had acetone and silicone spray, which this really made them look brand new after cleaning them. I recently looked on Amazon and this spray really went up in price, which kind of sucks because it works really well. The material is measured and marked, and then a fabric cutter is used, and that's on a specific pad. I actually don't know the names. I'm not real familiar with all the sewing terminology. And outdoor threads used. I'll put the link below. I found those paper clips are actually really helpful to hold this thick material together. And then it's pinned, and then those are removed as you're sewing it up. I bought new splines on Amazon. Again, that link will be down there if that's helpful for you guys. This old home sewing machine actually did quite well at coming through the material. It's easier to install the backs first. The new splines are sent through the channel that was sewn in. I drilled straight through the back bar so that way I could attach a bolt. I didn't want to attach a whole bunch of screws. I just thought one would be fine. Plus I paint it, you never even see it. Then you feed the back through that groove, clamp it, flip it up. I have to say this isn't a project that I could have accomplished by myself. It definitely was helpful having two people. There's the bolt that I attached to the back, and again I'll paint that black at the end and you don't even see it. And extra points if anybody can attach that correctly the first time. The backs were cut at an arch, to try to minimize the wrinkles. Unfortunately, they were quite challenging to get out, but in the end they do look fine. Using these DeWalt clamps in reverse, they do help to stretch the material, so that way you can get the bolt back in it. I don't have a fabric drill head, and this fabric is self-healing, so I found that using my wood burning set actually created a nice channel. Then push the bolts through, separate the material again, then add the 3 bolts to the back and work it all together until it's flush. I will put the total cost of the materials at the end if that's helpful for someone. The seat bottoms were less frustrating compared to the back, as those are only held together with 4 bolts. It's just getting everything aligned and fed through. These are hex nuts, so they attach very easy. These chairs you have to come up and over a little ridge, so the DeWalt clamps are used. It helps stretch them out. Once all 4 bolts are in, you just take little bits at each time, drawing them in. Don't tighten them all the way with 1 bolt, similar to like a car tire.
Took some time, but we pointed out that tomorrow isn't here right now, baby. An absent mind came to roam around, captured you in a foggy cloud, baby. Standing on my toes on the edge, I'm ready to go. I see it clear when the shadows are lit, I'm ready to go.
Then put your little plugs back in. For the ones that I did break off, I just used a little bit of silicone and stuck them back on there. That way in the future I can always pop them back off if I need to. Then I spray paint those bolts on the back, that way they match. And then the final product is here. Much better than the old ones.
Bumps in the road, many obstacles, but when we fall we get up and go, baby. The way they think is paradoxical. Captured you in a foggy cloud, baby. Standing on my toes on the edge, I'm ready to go. You see it clear when the shadows are lit, I'm ready to go.